Welcome back, scholars. I know this week we've been talking about solids, liquids, and gases, the three main states of matter. I had a question come in on my YouTube channel here from Tayshawn. Tayshawn asks, Mrs. Halka, you said liquids take on the shape of a container. Then why can I make a sand mold for my castle at the beach? Sand is a solid, isn't it? Good question, Tayshawn. You're right, sand is a solid, but it does take on the form of a mold, just like baking soda or sugar or flour, or like we're going to use today, cornstarch can take on the form of the solid container. It is a solid, but the particles are so small that it takes each one combining. Just like I was taking, if I took shoe boxes and boxed them into a larger container. If they're a square box, but I can put them into a rectangle, it's still going to take on that shape, but it is a solid material. All right, I hope that answered your question, Tayshawn. Let's see what we're going to do today. Today we're going to make ooblek. Ooblek can either be a solid or a liquid, and we're going to see how. First, we're going to start with a cup of cornstarch. And to cut down on the amount of mess, I'm putting mine in a Ziploc bag. So I have my cup right here, and I'm going to fill it up with cornstarch, which is not a liquid, but it will take on the form of my cup. Okay, so there's our cup of cornstarch, and we're going to pour that in there. We're then going to add a couple drops of yellow food dye, because my daughter's favorite color is yellow, just to give the ooblek some color. And then we're going to take on half a cup of water. Now, we're adding a liquid to our solid, and we're spilling it on the table, but we're going to see exactly what happens. Okay, so now I've mixed it in my bag, and you can see in my bag that it is indeed a liquid. But let's see what happens when I take it out and pour it onto my tray. So here's my liquid, and we can see that it's moving around, but now, does it still look like a liquid? Because now I'm kind of breaking it up and making it into a ball. So it breaks up, but then it smooths back to become a liquid. And as you can see the tray, I'm breaking it off, picking it up with my fingers. You can't pick liquid up, but yet I am. And then it goes back to a liquid on the tray. So is it a solid? Here's a ball. Now it's going back to a liquid. And a big mess. So is it a liquid running down, or breaking it up and making it into a ball? Is it a solid? Make sure you get your parents' permission before you make this mess, but it is lots of fun to do. Again, a cup of cornstarch, a couple drops of food coloring, and half a cup of water. What I would suggest you do is add the water little by little, because you want to make sure that you get the consistency of a liquid, but then you can also turn it into a solid. Have a great day, scholars!